we kind of joke that a building's kind of like your baby. Like you nurture it for the years that you are working on it, and then when that day comes where they cut the ribbon, it's like they're going to college. You have to let it go. Well, there's a project that, it's a few years old now, that I did in London, Ohio. It was for the local pharmacist. He knew he needed to build a new pharmacy. We had no idea what he was doing, so he just said, I trust you guys, go for it. You know, do what I need. He was catering more towards an older generation that still lived in town, that cherished the I need to speak with Ernie, who was the gentleman's name.
And so we hooked up with Todd Boyer and WSA and shot him some ideas, and we went back and forth for several months.
We would stand in his old pharmacy and just watch for an hour, just see how he interacted with people.
He came in with his clipboards and basically watched what we were doing at the original location.
So personal relationships was his biggest, that's what kept him in business. It really was. But he was in a building that had very little windows, had very little connection to the outside. And so our response was to make his pharmacy all glass so that he could extend that personal relationship out, past the person at the counter to actually the people driving through the street. It's like, oh yeah, there's Ernie, he's in, I'm gonna stop by.
It was seamless. It was seamless. I couldn't believe we get along so good with these people. And then they oversaw the construction. And they made sure that, before we would send a check in for a draw, that things were done properly. Up to code, on time. It was great.
The same people that create the drawings, who know where there may be limitations in the communication tools, are in the field. And when they're in the field, they're able to communicate best with the contractors what the intent of the owner is. We actually get projects built and executed, and we participate as part of a team to get things done.
We have such a great staff that, just lives and breathes this kind of stuff.
You have young, old, and middle-aged people participate in a collective decision-making process.
Being at the level I am, sort of entry level, I am invited along with meetings with clients, and I get to talk to consultants, and I get all sorts of experiences with the people that we work with. When I'm doing work for these clients, I understand who they are and what they're looking for, and the sensibilities with which I should be doing the work and design for them. And so I think it's really beneficial to the client, because even an entry-level employee really understands who they are.
A lot of our clients tend to be, established people. So when they get to work with different generations at one time, design and building, I think they find it enjoyable. But they always have the confidence that we're there and making sure everything is being done right, being done on time.
So we don't assign a person and they work in isolation, but you're getting the whole firm. So it's hard for me to tell people who did a project at our firm, because we all do all projects.
The all over your right shoulder. See that?